margin and increase the product of this thing to 10,000 points. So not until they get, they purchase 50 different times that they get enough money towards a lighter or something like that, right? These loyalty programs are built to help your customers keep on coming back, and you're rewarding them for their loyalty, right? And in turn, they reward you by purchasing from you over and over and over again. So you want to make sure you have a balance between offering valuable rewards that you can afford and then keeping them for a long enough time span. Because if you create rewards that are out of reach or just take forever to end up being able to redeem, then you're not going to get customers coming back. They're going to be like, oh, wow, well, what's the point of this? Like, there's no point at all, right? So you need to make sure that you have a proper balance between having valuable rewards and then having a way that your customers can redeem them at a consistent enough frequency for them to come back and purchase. 3 is promoting it well. So using in-store signs, social media, and emails to promote the program. Again, this is why we were working on your website, why we were working on your emails and stuff like that, because we want to make sure that your loyalty program can also be promoted very well. Next is you want to track the customer progress. Again, you want to ensure customers can easily see their points and rewards, right? The worst part is that, oh, how many rewards do I have? I don't even know, right? It's like you want them to see the rewards, and maybe there's some gamification, and then you want to make sure that every single time they can see the progress that they continually make in order to get more and more points. Again, right? This is all about loyalty. How do you get customers to keep coming back over and over and over again? 5, stay compliant, right? Each state is different. In Canada, each province is different. So you want to make sure that the program follows local cannabis marketing rules. In general, you can't give away freebies, but you know the deal. Just make sure you follow the rules. So action items. 1, you need to design the program. Decide how customers will earn and redeem points. Popular programs, Alpine IQ, Spring Big. I think those are the 2 big ones, right? There's a couple other players in the space, but those are kind of the 2 main ones. So you need to design the program to see how customers will earn and redeem points. One thing that I recommend is, like, if you're starting with a loyalty program and you already have past customer data, I want you to check out a couple things. Like, check out what is your existing LTV of a customer, right? What is the frequency that they end up coming back and purchasing? By implementing your loyalty program, you should ideally have a greater LTV, right? Like, you have to have a greater LTV or else there's no point of the loyalty program. But what does that mean? Either the cart size is increasing or the frequency at which they are purchasing is also increasing, right? So once you implement the program, ideally you set a baseline metric for how much money you're making per customer at the beginning, and then once you put in your loyalty program after that, you need to see how much money you're making on the other side, right? And then what do? You test, you iterate, track the customer progress, right? You see what the purchase frequency is. If you know that the baseline data of what you sent has customers purchasing maybe once a month, you put in the loyalty program, now they're purchasing once every 2 months, fantastic, that's great. But if you put the same loyalty program in and then nothing changes, then it doesn't really matter, right? So you need to make sure that you design the program in a way that is going to attract customers and can make them continually come back. So that's the point. 2, choose rewards, offer discounts, free products, or exclusive perks. 3, you want to promote the program, announce it in store on your website or through emails. 4, you want to track participation, use a system to track points and customer engagement. Oh, and that's it. So those are the 4 main things, right? So you want to design the program, choose the rewards, promote the program, and then track the participation, right? So this is the important piece, is you want to make sure that you track how your loyalty program is doing. Are you making more money after you've implemented the loyalty program, or has nothing changed? If nothing has changed, you need to make sure you continue iterating so you strike the fine balance between the number of rewards, the number of rewards you give people to how much they're purchasing, and obviously maintaining the margin that ideally that you want for your dispensary. Next, social media. Goes without saying, but you're using platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter to promote your dispensary. It helps you reach more people, build brand awareness, and engage with customers. What does that look like? A dispensary runs an Instagram contest asking followers to share their favorite product and tag friends. The winner gets a gift card, which boosts engagement.
Welcome, G-Mama Bros.
So,
go check her out
so similarly to the email section,
no content,
how you want to make sure that the specific content that you're putting out is curated to a specific audience, you need to make sure that you're posting content that your customers care about. 2, you want to be consistent. Regular posting keeps people engaged. Goes without saying. 3, engage with the followers, respond to comments and messages quickly. 4, follow the rules. Make sure your posts follow each platform rules. Here's the biggest thing. You need to do what's right and not what other people are doing. Too many times do I see with dispensaries where they're saying, oh, well, John down the street is doing this on their Instagram page, and it's not age gated, and it's not a private Instagram page, and all these different things, right? And my kind of response to that is like, look, like, eventually at some point in time, somebody will get caught, right? Even if it's not them, it can still be you. So you just might be unlucky. And the worst part on social media is that when you get your account suspended, you have to start all over again. It's either you grow slow and correctly, or you maybe grow fast and you kind of teeter-totter on that edge of like, am I going to get a ban or not? And if you're watching this video and you run a dispensary and you do social media, you've probably had an account or 2 suspended already, right? So this is why it's not like one of my main core focuses. Like, done right, this can go very, very well, but you need to make sure that you follow all of the rules of the platform, or else you're just going to have a horrendous time. So your action items are to pick the right platforms, focus on platforms that your customers use most. And again, right, a lot of dispensaries don't necessarily have the bandwidth to go ahead and post and do graphic design and do the comments and all these things. You want to make sure that you focus on what platforms that your customers use most, and then also curate your page to the demographic that you serve. If you run multiple dispensaries, dispensary 1 is completely different from dispensary 2, right? Different set of people, different demographic, different purchasing power, different purchasing frequency. Like, all these different things are different. So when you build out your social media page, you want to make sure your social media is catered for your customers.
Campaign started in 2023, I believe, but we're going to keep them wet all the way through.
Regularly, you want to stick to a consistent schedule. 4, you want to engage your audience.
That's what it began. It began with Team Deep Water Cultivation Business. And G-Mama Bros know we on that ish with that rule. That's a good campaign right there. Shout out to the Wet Plenties. People really appreciate that. 755 was saying something about that the other day. She's like, boy, you have threw me off when you came in talking about Wet Plenties. I'm like, well, we keep them wet though. It's Team DWC. You see what I say with your boys TWP Popcorn. That's what